Hello, YouTube. My name is Plazukas, and this is the culmination of all the events that have led to the Gacha Wars. There will be probably one or two last videos. I'm gonna do a training video, hopefully, to kind of cap it out because I want to edit a like war style video at the very end to kind of like culminate this into a conclusion. Now, I needed to bring in everybody that I've listed this whole entire time. Gacha Smack, M-Tashed, Hex Juice. We're going to obviously go into something else just really quickly, just to kind of preface this by saying, my thesis for Tectone and the Soul Stones. So just bear with me as we kind of go through this process. It shouldn't be that convoluted. It shouldn't be that confusing. But at the same time, I want to make sure that everybody is understanding that we are going to kind of have to kind of touch base with all these content creators because this is the whole entire idea of the Soul Stone, is being able to control people. And I believe Tectone is the mastermind. He is the Thanos level threat that exists within the Gacha space. And if we don't take him down, there is no hope for Gacha to be fixed, even though he himself is supposedly the savior of Gacha, which is what Thanos thought too. But in doing so, he's taken 50% of the audience that would have existed away. He's bullied so many people out of this platform, including even, let's say, Atsu or Enviosity, and all these other people that he's called names. Me, myself, he's trying to bully me out of it as well. And for some of us, it hasn't worked. But it's diminished us. It diminishes Enviosity. It diminishes people that go against him. And then the other people that don't, and I'll show this, Gacha Smack, M-Tash, potentially, and more or less Hex Juice, it can lift them up and give them popularity and relevance, and also an income. And he benefits from it as well, because he can then, kind of on this, I don't know, mental kick, say he's the pariah. He's the person that, does it all and helps the community out. And that would be Renfrist here. And I don't deny that Tectone has never helped anybody or that doesn't help people. I'm not going to sit here and create a false narrative that is the case. But just like Thanos, he's doing it for his own benefit. He's doing it for his own ideology. And his ideology is not about video games. It's about personal stuff. It's about making money. And then maybe his relationships in real life, which is obviously something we saw in the Egg and Steak podcast, where he was talking to Emmy and Emmy was agreeing with him. And she was like, this guy, like, he's like the perfect guy. And maybe he is the perfect guy in real life, but he's not online. He's a bully. He's a Thanos level threat and a bully. And this is going to hopefully wrap it all up. And then we're going to do a couple more videos of battles here and there. And that'll end it. Now, I'm not going to say that I won't be covering Gacha Smack, Hex Juice, or Tectone in the future. Listen, if they mess up, if they do anything from the point that I've covered this on, I'm going to be right there. Because now they're on my radar. That's included M-Tash too. But at the same time, I am going to, after the next couple of videos that are going to come out next week, and they're going to be more, hopefully, if they come out. They might not even come out because I'm not very good at editing and special effects and stuff like that. So I may not. This may be the end of it all. But they won't be like this. They won't be focused like this. They will be much more cinematic and just hopefully entertainment for everybody. And then we'll culminate, and then I'll pivot to something else, or I will take a bit of a break. I haven't really made a choice yet, and I don't know what I want to do going forward specifically. I've tried and I've dabbled with other things in my videos, and I don't know what's going to work and what doesn't. All right, let's start here with Hex Juice, who is obviously one of Tectone's biggest supporters currently.
Will be really, really good.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck she said, but she has huge fucking tits, so that's cool. Yeah, I like that shit. Anyways, Hex Juice based.
Wait, that was Tectone. What the fuck? What do you want, you fucking egg? I was just saying I was gonna crack your head open and spill your yolk. What the fuck you want? Literally put me on stream, said, I like her big fat tits. Hex based. And then closed it. Fucking rude ass, you fucking degenerate egg motherfucker. I'll fight.
So this was when he was calling Hex Juice out, which was a content creator, and her relevance. I mean, obviously this is her clips video or sips video, I guess, which is her branded name for it. She had 8K views here. It was 3 months ago, and she's already talked about the fact that she wasn't really that popular until recently, and I have to believe that a lot of it had to do with Tectone basically propping her up, and now she's become essentially everything that Tectone does, Hex Juice does, and it's been very beneficial to her. A lot of her audience is audience that bleeds over from Tectone, and she has a very similar take and a very abrasive attitude, and she will also talk about people. She talked about me. She reacted to me, I think, before anybody else did. So she's on top of that, and then Tectone picked it up as well. So I think it's maybe a mutual relationship at this point going forth. This is something about MTash here.
That are drama baiting losers. All right, like tech.
Let's hear that again. Okay, let's hear that again. Hear that again.
There's some creators out there that are drama baiting losers. All right, like Tectone. Okay.
There you go. There you go. That just shows the scummy nature of this person. I understand that's completely out of context. So let me finish the video.
Okay. So.
Right. But it's not. Because he is. But MTash knows he has to play the game because MTash is no longer this big creator in this space. Tectone is. Partly because MTash doesn't really cover drama. MTash has always been someone that does gameplay over anything, although I'm critical of his content because I don't think it's sincere. I don't think Tectone's content is sincere. But I know he doesn't do drama. He doesn't farm drama, and that's why Tectone is as big as he is, because it's similar to what Asmongold has done for his career. The reactionary content, the drama farming is extremely polarizing and effective at garnering and maintaining an audience. Problem is you have to keep that persona up for a very long time, and it's probably very draining as a person.
No, you know what? Tectone is like a pretty good dude. Like he really, I think the thing that people don't realize about Tectone is, like, obviously normal viewers are not going to have as many opportunities to talk to someone or interact with them on the level that, like, maybe another creator does, right? And so, like, the amount of times Tectone has reached out and been like, "Hey man, you okay? Like, how you doing?" Like
Sure. And we've heard that about Tectone in the past. But it's all to essentially reinforce this narrative that Tectone's a good person. And I'm not saying he's not sincere when he reaches out, because apparently his real life relationships are really good. And MTash alludes to that.
He's reached out a lot. He's reached out to play games. He has a bigger heart than you might think.
Yeah, and I doubt that. Online, at least. The persona that is Tectone online is void of a lot of feelings, in my opinion. And, like, I get it. It's a job to make money. And generally speaking, when you do that, you don't care about people at all. You're just there to consume and to destroy.
But I also do think that he has a bit of a wrestler's persona, and, like, he's got a content creator persona a little bit. I mean, it works. He has tons of views, and, like, but I think that Techie, the actual person, there's a reason why he has quite a few friends.
Right. And so, and this is why I never want to get personal, and why I'm offended when essentially someone like Tectone, who knows better, who knows not to get personal, decides to get personal, because I've never tried to hurt Tectone's personal persona or his real life persona. And yet he did me. And that's when he drew the line. And that's when I went from being civil to being angry and upset, because it crossed the line. And I could have resorted to that. I could have pulled up Asu's drama, and I'm going to pull up something, relatively personal here, but it's been already disclosed, and it's part of this video, so I'm gonna use it. But I haven't done it, and I won't do it, going forward. Because I don't think that's the reason why we're having this conversation, and I don't want that to be the one that's being conveyed predominantly. I want it to be focused on gacha, video games, content creators using their platform for, in my opinion, Thanos level stuff, And in this case, bullying out the rest of the competition, 50% of the competition, so that he can rise to the top.
Truly, I'm thankful. I love you guys for that. That's awesome. I didn't expect that much support. But I also want to address the fact that let's not pretend like some of y'all didn't just hop on the train and expect me to commandeer.
We've watched this video already with Gacha Smack. Basically, he goes over the fact that, Tectone did something wrong.
One of the most toxic
and yet
weapons utilized by humanity in today's society is the ability to relinquish the thought of anything good somebody has committed and retain everything bad that they have committed.
Right, and that's fair. And ultimately, I'm not trying to retain everything bad that Tectone has done to me or to other content creators to get to where he's at. But at the same time, if you don't hold somebody accountable, at least initially, and all you do is capitulate to, in this case, Gacha Smacks, and not to say Gacha Smack wouldn't have been successful, but I don't think Gacha Smack would have been nearly as successful. And now he has this defender right now, which is Tectone, and so does Vulcan. And I've already showed the video from the Space Stone about Vulcan, Gacha Smack's connection. They all went to Texas. I think maybe Gacha Smack is close by, and they visited Tectone. And this goes to Hex Juice, and this goes to MTash, which was at least equal to Tectone at one point in time. All just kind of like given capitulations to Tectone. And then, 7 or 4 months later after this video, we have Gacha Smack doing the reciprocal thing, which is now defending Tectone on everything he does. And that's what Hex Juice does now, MTash does now. And this whole thing creates this Thanos levels threat of, it's not just Tectone's persona anymore. He wields the Soul Stone, which is able to basically change all of these people's initial thoughts of somebody. Okay. MTash saying this about Tectone, about him being a drama farmer. Her saying something about, Tectone commented on her chest, and then something that he did for Gacha Smack, and all of them are essentially now his greatest defenders. And this is how he wields the Soul Stone. And I was going to play these two videos, but you know what? I think I've made my point already. And I don't think I have to, because this actually gets into his personal life. Something about souls and some soul creator, and then brothers get involved, and it's not good. It's not good. And very few things that Tectone does online is good. And that's including playing video games, because it's insincere, because he's not a gamer. He's a drama farmer at the best. And apparently, he's a good person in real life and has had multiple personal problems in his life. And in my opinion, he should know better. And that's been the whole point of all these series. My name is Bazookas. If you like this content, like and subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.